My dear fellow listeners and viewers, in this video, I would like to share with you a few strategies you can use when dealing with difficult people. That's right. I mean, in this world, we have all kinds of people. I have had, my share of working with difficult people. I've had the opportunity to work with amazing people as well too. When I say working, not necessarily work, but in the community, elsewhere, things of that kind. So I am a people kind of person. So I've attended many events and all of that, right? So I've had the opportunity to mix and mingle with a variety of different people and so forth. The bottom line is they are difficult people. So the question is, how is it that you deal with difficult people? Because some people are just naturally difficult, right? And so at the end of the day, we cannot change their habit, right? They have to make that change on their own. However, there are things we can do, there's strategies we can use when we are dealing with those difficult folks, because man, I'm telling you, some people can be extremely difficult, right? The very first thing, which is extremely difficult to do, but we have to try our best, you want to make sure that you stay calm. That is important, because if you're not calm, right, and somebody is yelling at you, or somebody's kind of speaking on top of your voice, or somebody's kind of irritating you, or whatever the case may be, right, if you are doing the same, then you're not going to get anywhere at the end of it all, and both of you will look like a fool. So the first recommendation is to stay calm. I know, very, very difficult to do, but try your best, stay calm. Once you're able to do that, you want to make sure that you take the time to understand the person's intention. Try to understand what the heck is going on. Why are they behaving this way, right? Some people can be like that, right? Are they having a bad day? If they are, it's not your problem, by the way, right? But you want to understand all of that, right? Are they going through some challenging time in their lives, and they kind of lose it, right? And you happen to be the person they're meeting with. Try to understand their intention, meaning why is it that they're behaving that way. You want to make sure that you get you know some other people's perspective and share with people, not necessarily person's name or anything of that kind, but kind of get some perspective from a few other people, whether that be co-workers, friends, whatever the case may be. Just to get an idea as to what they're saying. They might end up saying to you, you know what, he or she has always been that way, right? Or they will say, you know what, I've had this similar situation, and this is how I have dwelt with it. Maybe that can help you, or give you a little bit more of a confidence as well to kind of deal with this situation. You also want to make sure that you let the person know where you are coming from, right? Because you also have to set some standard, but also you want to kind of let the person know that you are here to help them. You're not here to work against them, right? You have to get to that point where you have to set some standard setting straight, so they have to know where you're coming from. That's for sure. And you have to try your best to build a little bit of a relationship if you can. These are all strategies, by the way, because if two persons is getting along well, right, then it is easier for you to kind of work things together if something goes wrong, right? But if you don't like each other, right, it's a natural thing for human beings to do. If you don't like somebody, or if somebody don't like you, they will do everything they can to make sure that your life is miserable. People will do that. People do that all the time. We see it in politics, we see it in the community, we see it in with family, we see it with best friends, all of that. So these things happen. This is no secret. So if you can build relationship with somebody, that's the better option. If not, they will hammer you, hammer you, hammer you all the time. You also want to make sure that you treat the person with respect. This is also difficult to do, because if somebody is pissing you off all the time, if somebody is kind of really irritating you, if somebody is really getting on your nerves all the time, it's hard to really treat them with respect. But at the end of it all, if you do that, it shows who you are as a person. So it's really about you, in a sense, to represent yourself during these difficult times. Not easy to do, but these are all strategies, and we can try to kind of stay calm, so to speak. You also want to make sure that you focus on what can be action upon, meaning that what needs to be done in order to make some changes here. Because if things are not going well, it means that some sort of changes need to be made, right? So you have to focus on that. And I mean, also, one of the strategies too is to basically just ignore the person. If there's somebody who's bothering you, if they walk by and you're kind of giving you that look, or whatever the case may be, because they are that way. Maybe you can ignore the person too, right? Maybe that can help too. So I hope that you find this video fruitful. Do know these are all reality. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. My name is Narayan Sukram. Wishing you a great today and even a better tomorrow. I'll talk to you soon.